friends. Thank you for coming back to read with me. Are you ready to sing our song? Okay. Reading with Miss TT is one of my favorite things. Learning giggles and adventures. Oh, what joy it brings. Well, friends, if you're new here, welcome to Storytime with Miss TT. Today I have a new book called A Chair for My Mother, written and illustrated by Vera B. Williams. This is the front cover. This is the back cover. And this is the spine that holds all the pages together. And on those pages we have words. And who wrote the words? The author did. And who drew the beautiful pictures? Yep, the illustrator. This is a what? Paperback book, not a hardcover. There's both hardback and paper, and this is a paperback book. So, how many words do we have in this title? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many? 5 words are in this title. Well, friends, let's start reading. Let's see what this is about. My mother works as a waitress in the Blue Tile Diner. After school sometimes, I go to meet her there. Then her boss, Josephine, gives me a job too. I wash the salts and peppers and fill the ketchups. One time, I peeled all the onions for the onion soup. When I finished, Josephine says, "Good work, honey," and pays me. And every time, I put half of my money into the jar. Why do you think she puts half of the money into her jar? Let's see. It takes a long time to fill the jar as this big. Every day when my mother comes home from work, I take down the jar. My mama empties all her change from tips out of her purse for me to count. Then we push all of the coins into the jar. Sometimes my mama is laughing when she comes home from work. Sometimes she feels tired. She falls asleep while I count the money out into piles. Some days she has lots of tips. Some days she has only a little. When she looks worried, but each evening, every single shiny coin goes into the jar. So friends, they're saving their money. They put all the coins into the jar after work or from anything that they do. They're collecting them. They're saving money. Why do you think they're saving it? Well, let's keep reading and let's find out. Her mom, she's a waitress. That means when she goes to the tables and takes people's order and gives them their food, after it's all done, they leave her some money, extra money, that she can keep. We sit in the kitchen to count the tips. Usually, Grandma sits with us too. Remember, the tips are the money that the customers give her after she serves them their food. While we count, she likes to hum. Often, she has money in her old leather wallet for us. Whenever she gets a good bargain on tomatoes or bananas or something she buys, she puts by the savings and they go into the jar. What do you think a good bargain is? That means that it's a good deal. That means that it's probably not as expensive as they normally are. It's probably not as much money as maybe they normally are, or maybe something is somewhere else. So when they went in there, they found a good bargain. It was a good deal. That helped them to save money when they bought it. They didn't spend as much as they normally do. When we can't get a single other coin into the jar, we are going to take all of the money and go and buy a chair. Yes, a chair, a wonderful, beautiful, fat, soft armchair. We will get one covered in velvet with roses all over it. We are going to get the best chair in the whole world. That is because our old chairs burned up. There was a big fire in our other house. All our chairs burned. So did our sofa, and so did everything else. That wasn't such a long time ago. So that's why they're saving money. They want to buy a chair because it did what in the fire? What happened to it? Yeah, it burned in a fire. Wow, friends, I'm glad that they made it out safe. My mother and I were coming home from buying new shoes. I had new sandals. She had new pumps. That means high heels. Adults wear those sometimes. We were walking to our house from the bus. We were looking at everyone's tulips. She was saying she liked red tulips, and I was saying I liked yellow ones. Then we came to our block. Right outside our house stood two big fire engines. I could see lots of smoke. Tall orange flames came out of the roof. All the neighbors stood in a bunch across the street. Mama grabbed my hand and we ran. My Uncle Sandy saw us and ran to us. Mama yelled, "Where's Mother?" I yelled, "Where's my grandma?" My Aunt Ida waved and shouted, "She's here! She's here! She's okay! Don't worry!" Grandma was all right. Our cat was safe too, though it took a while to find her, but everything else in our whole house was spoiled. Well, friends, their house got burned. Do you know anyone where their house got burned? Or maybe yours? Or something in it got burned? Well, sometimes you have to save up so you can buy new things. What was left of the house was turned to charcoal and ashes. We went to stay with my mother's sister, Aunt Ida, and Uncle Sandy. Then we were able to move into the apartment downstairs. We painted the walls yellow. The floors were all shiny, but the rooms were very empty. Why do you think they were so empty? Yeah, they have to buy new things. They have to buy new things again because the other things burned. The first day we moved in, the neighbors brought pizza and cake and ice cream. They brought a lot of other things too. The family across the street brought a table and 3 kitchen chairs. The very old man next door gave us a bed from when his children were little. My other grandpa brought us his beautiful rug. My mother's sister, Sally, had made us red and white curtains. Mama's boss, Josephine, brought pots and pans, silverware and dishes. My cousin brought me her own stuffed bear. Everyone clapped when my grandma made a speech. "You all are all the kindest people," she said, "and we thank you very, very much. It's lucky we're young and can start all over." Well, friends, have you ever helped a family that was in need? That's such a great thing to do, is to help other people when they're in need, right? Just like their community rallied together, that means they all came together to help them. That was last year, but we still have no sofa and no big chairs. When Mama comes home, her feet hurt. There's no good place for her to take a load off my feet, she says. When Grandma wants to sit back and hum and cut up potatoes, she has to get as comfortable as she can on a hard kitchen chair. So that is how come Mama brought home the biggest jar she could find at the diner, and all the coins started to go into the jar. Now the jar is too heavy for me to lift down. Uncle Sandy gave me a quarter. He had to boost me up so that I could put it in. Wow, friends, the jar is all filled up. That took them a long time to save. They were very disciplined. That meant they didn't spend the coins. They knew, put it in the jar because we have a plan, we have a goal, and they wanted to work towards it. After supper, Mama and Grandma and I stood in front of the jar. Well, I never would have believed it, but I guess it's full, said Mama. My mother brought home little paper wrappers for the nickels and dimes and the quarters. I counted them all out and wrapped them all up. On my mother's day off, we took all the coins to the bank. The bank exchanged them for $10 bills. Then we took the bus downtown to shop for our chair. Friends, did you know that you could take all your coins to the bank so that you don't have to take it to the store and make the cashier count all of it? You take it to the bank so that they can give you dollar bills in exchange for the coins. We shopped through 4 furniture stores. We tried out big chairs and smaller ones, high chairs and low chairs, soft chairs and harder ones. Grandma said she felt like Goldilocks in The Three Bears, trying out all the chairs. Friends, I also have that book on my channel, The Three Little Bears. Goldilocks and the Three Little Bears. You can find it in Fun Popular Favorites playlist. Finally, we found the chair we were all dreaming of, and the money in the jar was enough to pay for it. We called Aunt Ida and Uncle Sandy. They came right down to their pickup truck to drive the chair home for us. They knew we couldn't wait for it to be delivered. Friends, they found the perfect chair for their home. Do you think that they're feeling excited? Yeah. When everything burnt down, do you think they were really sad? Yeah. But with the community coming together and them saving money, do you think their house is feeling complete now? Do you think it will when the chair arrives? Yeah. I tried out our chair in the back of the truck. Mama wouldn't let me sit there while we drove, but they let me sit in it while they carried it up to the door. We sat the chair right beside the window with the red and white curtains. Grandma and Mama and I all sat in it while Aunt Ida took our picture. Now Grandma sits in it and talks with people going by in the daytime. Mama sits down and watches the news on TV when she comes home from her job. After supper, I sit with her and she can reach right up and turn out the light if I fall asleep in her lap. And that's them sitting in their beautiful chair. Friends, that was such a beautiful story, right? Yeah. You know, sometimes people's houses, they get burned down and they have to do the same thing that they did. They have to save up and buy new things, or people can help them, or they have a plan to where when something happens like that, they will have a better chance of getting the things together that they need. Mm-hmm. Well, friends, you know what? Maybe you can find someone that you can help. Yeah, you can give money or buy something or give them something that you don't use anymore. Well, friends, I'm so happy that you came to read with me. Don't forget to subscribe so that you can see all the new books that come in and read them with me, and to like it and to share with someone you know will enjoy. Until next time, see you later, friends. Bye.